EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going deep for Brown. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
11.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. Noodle's got it. Complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this B-Who.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat. Darnold, he lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
No.
Back to throw, Darnold. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point good by Prater. And a rout is on here in this first half. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
Watching you grind. Check. Showing it. Straight 80. Straight 80. Young lady.
Hey, seam six.
Darnold on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out, as they've got it staring at a 3rd down and 2.
22 jet bomber.
Why? Get wide. Check. Man, 80.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Watch the pass. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch. Joker. Check 26. Under 10. 10.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. With it is Brown. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down.
Here we go. Wait, 80! One, Omaha.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's got a moonwalk. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Hey, alert!
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He's checking. Crash. He's coming. We got double up.
On first down, Coleman. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Prater for the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half.
Next the score, Bears 42.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on.
Now Darnold. Touchdown, Packers. Philip Dorsett, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to...
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Chicago. Tevin Coleman, becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point good by Prater, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
You better. Man, 80. 36.
Darnold. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 25 on second down, Darnold. He finds an opening past the 40. Dorsett making the catch as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to air it out for Dorsett, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
On second down now, it's Brown. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. They find some open field here. He's at the 30, 10, and he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Dexter Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Check, crunch, crunch. Lady.
Here's Grant. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Brown. The great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. There's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
55.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. On first down, Brown. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. From the 35 on second down, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down. On fourth down, Darnold. He may try and run for this. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for first and 10. Here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Darnold now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Prater on to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw? And now here is another interception. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen. Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On second down now. It's Coleman, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 16 yards, a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go. 11. Watch the curls. Kill. X3. 218, chopper. He's coming, double up. Slam.
It's Coleman here, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go!
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Hey. 58, boys, 58. 58's Mike.
Stay with your man.
58's the Mike.
Man, 80.
Time to go, night. You go tank.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darquez Denard. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They will run again with Coleman, and he works free. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
59.
I got this.
On deck. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, gun.
Check 3. Jam. Check 43.
I got this.
Move.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Check 24. Check 24.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. He hit his first, this one from 38. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points in a different flow.
So for Chicago, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.